as the NSA. So many, he met with a lot of bricks across the country. But as we speak, is NSA.
The NSA's own is different because there is no law, there's no act. It's not a commission. It's a president, executive, whatever you call it. If it's a commission that have a law, the president cannot appoint him outside the provision of that law, of that office. So that's quite different.
Well, I want to defer to Murphy Evans, in the sense that the EFCC Act states, and let me read what the Act says. It says that a chairman of the commission must be a serving or retired member of any government, security, or law enforcement agency, not below the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police or equivalent, and possess not less than 15 years experience. So,
on the job experience.
Did they tell you on the job experience?
Go to the interpretation act of that law.
Hold on, Evans, hold on.
That's the way
we are all giving opinion here. Yeah. So the man in question served as
experience. What experience?
15 years
experience.
15 years experience. That's what the act states. I'm reading what the act says.
Okay.
The act did not say cognate, similar, discognate. The act says 15
uncognate. Supra. Has to be supra.
Yes, the law.
What you read in the act is not.
The law says 15 years experience, and this person, the nominee, is a man who worked in the EFCC as chief of staff to acting chairman.
Cumulatively, I think 6-7 years.
Let me just analyze. Between 2016 to 2018, he was chief of staff.
Yes.
Between 2018 and 2020, when Magu was suspended, he was the secretary of the commission. And if you look at that, it said either serving or retired. The man in question, and he must not be below the rank of an ACP. The position the man held as the secretary of the commission is equivalent to the position of a DIG in the police, because a DIG controls administration in the police just the same way he was in charge of administration in the FCC, which is the law enforcement agency. And the law says 15 years experience. And from the records, this man has 22 years working experience. So the law did not say whether as a security officer or as a private citizen.
So are we quarreling with the
provisions of law? The provisions of law are not enough when you read them from the face value. You have to check the Interpretation Act to know how it's in that law. You are having it on your hand. It's there.
Okay.
It's there. Go to the interpretation. Go and look at what that experience means.
Yes.
The experience cannot be outside the
law did not say that.
Go to the experience. This thing, you are not reading the law the way you should read it.
The section.
That's not all about the law. That's not all about the law.
We get to court.
Don't say you have read it. You have not read it. See, because if you let me give you an example. Sorry. Let me give you an example. If you look at the Kama now, for example. Kama, yes, that is the cop. Yes. If you look at that act, the act talk about the High Court, that any matter that is related to company and allied matters shall be taken to the High Court. That's what the word, the High Court. That's what the word used there.
It didn't say federal or state.
It didn't say federal or state. Now, when you now go to the interpretation section, you now see what High Court means. Now say High Court in this context means the Federal High Court. That's how I'm just drawing your attention to it. I'm not arguing with you.
In what section?
So both it's not a section, interpretation part. It's in the law in your hand. It's in the law in your hand.
Come, wait. At this stage, are we going to court?
Whoever, citizen, the beauty of it is that whatever anybody has to say about this nominee, the confirmation of this nominee is subject to the Senate.
The Senate,
so,
yeah.
Let's wait. I was in a program and
nobody's quarreling with that.
Somebody was saying, in sane societies, people will. And I asked him that, are you telling me Nigeria is not a sane society, that I'm not a sane human being? Because we have seen instances, even the former EFCC chairman before Bawa, Ibrahim Magu, Mr. President, even though people have always labeled the assembly, the legislative houses as rubber stamp and what have you, all they want every time is
they dug in.
They want the legislature and the executive to always be on collision. And that is why even in our society, in our various environments, when people see a man and his wife sitting and laughing and drinking, and they will say, exactly. But the moment they see him beating the woman blue and black, strong man, that's a good man. That's the kind of society we live. All they want is violence, hatred.
I don't know.
Well, my friend. I've listened to Advance, I've listened to Nelson. What Nelson read out, I also read, but
you are not
I'm
persuaded.
giving a different meaning to what Nelson read out even. And
the Constitution covers you, go on.
Because the Act says the person who must occupy the office of the EFCC chairman must have served, either serving or retired from any of the security.
He didn't even retire. He was even suspended alongside Mago. Forgotten that one.
That is clear enough. Even going to the Interpretation Act is secondary. But that is clear enough. This man, has he served in any of these law enforcement agencies as an officer?
Yes.
Then for how long? Because when I checked, it had about 6 years experience.
Where?
With the EFCC.
Yes.
EFCC, no be security, no be
experience. Then,
okay, I will come in. Just go on.
Don't come in. Let us please. So this is not the first time I've had presidents who had appointed persons who had issues.
Question marks.
Yes.
Question marks.
A shortfall on
the previous EFCC chairman remained acting. And there were reasons to that, which all of us knows. There was a time former President Buhari appointed a customs DG outside the customs. Issues were raised too. Ahmad or something. Issues were raised, but the man insisted that was the person he wanted.
Yeah.
And the person served in.
You have to qualify creditably.
Creditably.
Yeah.
He did.
So. Whether we like it, like Jones has said here, the man has been appointed. It will be confirmed or may not be confirmed
by the National Assembly.
The clearinghouse, yeah. But why we are here is to inform, like Alessa will always say, educate the people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are listening to us. We shouldn't just twist these narratives for the purpose of this discussion. There are those that are learning. There are those who don't know and they tune into this session. What the EFC Act said, 2004, is very clear. Very clear. Going into the it's even secondary. That is going for that, trying to convey. Otherwise, it's clear enough. The man should have minimum of 15 years experience with any of these law enforcement agencies. This man, does he have that? The answer is no.
It doesn't.
Okay.
And that settles it.
It doesn't settle it because you're not the Senate. In my own opinion, Citizen Jones, I disagree with your intro.
Okay.
I have remained calm, even though there's a supra level. I would have wanted to endorse my learned brother's position.
What are you disagreeing with in
now,
intro?
I don't know.
Citizen, before now, few Nigerians care about who you employ, who you appoint,
Okay.
and who sits in the high office. If not so,
or who you disappoint.
And Alex Ekweme from Anambra State and Onme Izioke from Anambra State will not have become vice president and Speaker of the House of Representatives at the same time. If it's today Nigeria, if let Alex Ekweme has come from Anambra, the Speaker must come from Enugu or Abia.
No,
or even No, I'm talking of the southeast. Now it's zone to the southeast. Now you would have had only Shagari being the president of Nigeria, and the all other gamut of governance were in the south. The party leader Akinloye was a southerner. The Senate president was a southerner. The Speaker of the House of Representatives was a southerner. The Deputy Speaker was a southerner. You would have had it. So
what,
at some point in our life,
what went wrong?
yes, when we begin to overthink ourselves, and people, instead than sitting in their houses and bring out positive ideas that will move the system forward, we resorted to a mundane things as to religion. Which religion is it coming from? Which part of the hold on, bro. Is a sopra now.
No, so it's
unless that.
Hold on.
So
Murphy,
far.
hold on. Give him chance. I beg.
Let him build up.
Murphy, give this a chance.
So nobody. So that's why today people, instead of us to use our brain for positive thinking, we now resort to mediocre. We bring
Mediocrity.
Mediocrity. Sorry. We bring religion. It must be Christian.
No. Waiting Barrister Ofeli talk had nothing to do with religion. No.
Jones, that is exactly what I was trying to say. It's going to
I
do
am
religion
building
and
up
try and try.
as where we come
He's
to.
building a premise.
As where we come to.
Allow peace a chance.
Okay.
Don't mind him. I'm going out there to give my peace a chance.
Okay.
Now, so we came to those, to the point that we became even to the point that when we zoom, we now micro zone.
Micro zone.
To the point that if the councillor is from Ward E, the commissioner appointee must come from Ward F of that local government. To the point that if he comes from Street A, the other one must come from Street B. That is what has brought us to this level. Now, where am I going? Yes, there is.
Where am I going? Are you asking me?
No, let him link it.
No, you see,
Show him the road if you know.
there is
No idea.
there is governance appointments, and a government reserve the right as to who they feel suited. Remember, they also read the constitution, they read the law, they even have more heads. That was why no matter the project that was made about Mago, the vice president and lawyer came up to even tell you that by right that office is not supposed to be subjected to Senate confirmation, because that is the problem the lawyers put us into in this country. Because when they write,
They are part of the problem.
look in accountancy we know IFRS 9, IFRS 16, IFRS 1. So if auditor A prepares a statement, apply those rules, it is the same. But a lawyer,
No, law cannot be the same.
we read like Nelson read and tell he's telling you to go to what interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will tell you, no, that interpretation means it's not worse.
So
to the point that
it creates the impression that the framers of the law
No, yeah.
they cannot put everything.
There is no foreseeable end.
They cannot put everything.
Accounting is
why,
mathematical.
no,
you
it's not.
understand?
It's not. Look,
It's highly predictable where you are going to.
It's dynamic.
But law, you cannot see where you are going to.
No, you must see because
can't know.
because you are there that saw the man jump over the fence to steal the goat. But you come and ask the person that saw him. Are you sure?
There might be mistaken identity. It might not be that man. It might not be that man you saw that you are accusing. It might not be that man that you saw that you are accusing.
So in order for us to use the ground to Moses, let me say this.
Ukpabi.
We have gotten too engrossed. It's like we don't get work for this country again. It be like we don't get work again. Because when I was telling you, when I was doing that scenario, people were not. What the people want is let the job go on.
Are you saying they should appoint without
But
following the
today,
latest law?
hold on. But today,
I don't even know where Alexa is
the
going
moment
to.
any appointment comes up,
Murphy,
it is-
give peace a chance.
it
But
is
it's not wrong
due.
to check the law.
Hold on. It is. You don't get work.
Compliance.
You don't get work.
It's your brother
You
Abuala
don't get work.
that did the first
It
shot.
is choose. Was it from the north? How many from the north yet? How many from the south? Northwest thinker, southwest
It's
thinker.
not about not having work.
Then they
It's
begin
about doing the right thing.
begin to. The man has case in the court too, that he should be preparing for how he will tackle the opponent. No, he's thinking of how Buhari appointed the wrong person. I yield the floor to Moses.
Now, I said this yesterday because I was speaking at the beginning yesterday. And I still maintain that if we choose to remain.
What did Alexa talk, sir?
I don't understand.
Now, Jones could tell me.
I was lost at some point. No, he made sense, but I was lost at some point.
I'll find you. As I was saying, if we choose to remain this way, immediately I have the name of that man as in local nominated. instantly I felt that the next thing that will come up will be, where is it from?
Exactly.
I was.
That was the first thing.
I didn't
was the
understand
first
whether
thing.
it was 15 years government experience. For what's like, they'll bring out all
It's-
manner
it's
of
from
facts.
Ekiti.
Is it from this place?
Ekiti.
But if we cling to this pettiness again and again, we'll never grow as a nation.
No.
I
But
said yes.
that's not. But I didn't, we're not talking about where it came from here.
Of the first five presidents of America, 4 were from Virginia.
Moses, sorry, sir.
We did not say anything
Are you
about-
unless are aware that we're not discussing where the man is from?
We are not discussing that.
We're discussing
at all.
Because the Nigerian,
It's a
the Nigerian,
problem.
the Nigerian critique of appointments in recent times.
Someone just
Wilcox, when I talked about all the negative isms, cronyism, nepotism,
It started
it's
1999.
unfortunate we still maintain this.
It started
No.
1999.
2003.
No, I disagree. I think this issue of where you came from, the religion you practice, started with the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. We were not like this. You recollect?
No.
Wait, hold on.
Abiola's
Muslim ticket flew
Muslim, no, that couldn't have been because
because at the time
No, what I'm saying is that after the annulment,
that's what Nelson is saying.
after the
annulment of the-
aftermath, you know,
Okay.
former military dictator Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida promoted the ethnic and religious cleavages
Okay.
to ensure that he remained in office. But the Nigerians insisted that we have had an election. You know, he even put in place an interim in national government. He brought somebody from Late Chief MP of Abiola's hometown, Abeokuta. But Nigerians told him that we don't know this man.
We didn't vote for him.
We didn't vote for him, so we don't even want to.
combat bear. That's what it is. Combat bear.
Even when the paramount citizen even when the paramount Yoruba leader, a paramount Yoruba Oba, said, "Oh, we have met with the head of state," and he was making sense. People said he's making sense to you and not to us.
That's the late on here.
And you know,
Because he doesn't have the mandate of
he doesn't have the mandate of people. And even when Abiola was prevailed upon monetarily and otherwise to surrender the mandate, he said he told them one thing, that only death will take away the mandate given to him by the Nigerian people. But if you want him to relinquish that mandate, let us go back to the people and tell the people you want me to drop the mandate, and they couldn't.
All right, 29 minutes to 4. That's the time from the Voice of the People Radio. And of course, this is Studio 903, aka the Radio Parlor Show. Controversy trails appointment of Barrister Olukoyede as EFCC chairman. Well, I didn't want to add it. He's a pastor of one of the mega churches. But that's, hold on, that is not, hold on. That is not a criteria.
No, citizen does. You know the irony of it. When the criticism trailing his appointment, which is acceptable within democratic, environment, that people must talk.
Yeah.
We must always encourage that. Some person also came up and said, "Oh, this is the first time that somebody from ex-religious faith is becoming
I saw that.
I saw that, and I was like, what is this?
Some people said that you should not remove him because he's the first Christian.
Yes.
Are you not going to be going? No. Are you going to be going?
I am on social media.
Are you going to be going?
No, regardless of
You see the road you are traveling
Even
there.
though I landed at the extreme end of the runway, he has taken me to the
What happened was, while we're still in the Ojota Park here, unless I move straight to
All right. Let's ask the listener to be a part of it. Please take 60 seconds. Go straight to the point. 0700 903 903 903. Let's get you talking. Yeah, is it okay to have the man, 22 years at the bar, Nigeria, is a lawyer, has been with the EFCC for 6 years, going 7. The Senate is yet to ratify his appointment. What do you think is the problem here? Are we overly what's the word now? Critical? Do we know what we want? Is it a case of 6 or half a dozen? Does it matter who heads the EFCC so long as the job gets done? I have a respondent here. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Sister John and the fellow member.
Yes, sir. You are.
Yeah, my name is Pius. I'm calling you from Ebeda area, Lagos.
Yeah.
Pius, you said?
Yeah, Pius. Yeah.
All right, Pius. Take your 60 seconds from now.
Okay, I want to say the last question you just raised. There's nothing wrong in giving a man who is qualified, but then it has to be according to the tenets of the rule or the law of
the spirit and the letter, as they say.
Yes. Then, having said that, you are discussing about the man is from which state and which religion and all this. You know, all these things, all these things have been introduced into us because there's no form you fill. Even if you go to a hospital now, they will ask you from which state, from which local government and which religion. You know, all these things has been because somebody.
It remember me that ask whether people from that region they fall sick easily.
Or whether they get
It has come to
excuse me. My 60 second. I was at the hospital this morning and they asked all these things, which religion. I talked about the area I reside in Lagos. They asked me which state am I from? Then I say, so all these things you don't, because when you begin to do this thing in the primary, in the little I think it will take when you go to the center, it will happen too. But if we just come, like somebody made mention of a ruler in the US. In the US, you just say you are from maybe I don't know, but maybe you are from Chicago. Or maybe you just say you are a U.S.
In America, the form does not ask you to state your state nationality. That's all.
Then in Nigeria, you talk about the town, the village, the local government. You know, all these things, and at the end of the day,
the village.
So so long as we continue to allow this thing to happen in the beginning, like in the primary lesson, it has to take the center stage. That is just it. So,
Pius, are we damned?
Sir?
Are we in trouble?
We're in trouble.
Okay.
We're in big trouble. We're in big trouble.
Thank you.
We're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. Unlike when we want to play the Super Eagles, when they want to play, nobody will ask where is the Canon one from, where is the culture from, where is the so long as you can play. But and that is why. But in other areas, you will see who is from where, from Cross River, from Anambra, from maybe. So we're in trouble. We're in big trouble.
My brother. Yeah.
Obama was born in Hawaii. He became a senator in Chicago. He became America's president. That's growth. We should learn from these things.
And gentlemen, Nelson, I was constrained to go to the Bible yesterday. Where on my program we dealt with something like that yesterday. I raised the issue of a disciple who said to Jesus, "Oga, this oil where they take clean your body. We fit very costly oil. We fit sell them, carry the money and
give to the poor."
The man said, before they burn me, poor people be there. When I die,
poor people go
still there. Yes. But he stretched the thing by saying, they go take from those we no get.
Give those we get. And you know, you also know
that's the accountant of the
interpretation. Even that comment, as altruistic it looked from the maker.
I don't trust
some people also went further to say the man was scheming to corner part of that money.
Oh yeah.
That he was the accountant. That the man has been pilfering from the pot.
Look at his antecedent thereafter now.
Well, on this case, even if we look at his antecedent,
but they say the guy who thought that thing was a thief.
You don't judge a case by what happened before to that person. If you don't have
that's what they call first time offender.
Yes. So in this case, the man has made a statement and it has been subjected to different interpretations even after the master rebuked him, because what Jesus did there was to totally rebuke him that look.
Sorry, Barrister Tunja Abdulhamid is here.
So there have been poor people before now.
Hold on. We have a respondent. Yeah, Barrister Tunja.
Good afternoon, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
I greet everybody, sir. I greet my colleagues especially. Everyone's obedient.
Well,
good morning. Let them talk that I'm discriminating. I want to say that I think that appointment is proper, and the man is qualified.
Okay.
In the sense that the law, he said retire or serving security government security agency or law enforcement agency. If the man is retired civil security agency, no. If he retired or a member of a law enforcement agency, the answer is yes. He was the secretary of the agency. And if you look at section 2.1, section P, secretary is a member of the commission. 15 years experience, cognate experience. It means, it does not mean you must be a law enforcement agent. You must be a policeman, military man, or whatever, or have experience in military. In other words, experience in matters relating to investigating crime, fraud, intelligence. Those are the areas. And the man is a lawyer. We are told he has some other qualification like intelligence issues. So for me, look at that.
He's linked to Britain and all that.
No, he's a specialist in fraud detection and intelligence.
Yeah.
So you need not be a 15 years. You need not have 15 years experience in military or whatever, police or whatever. Cognate experience means related experience. So for me, I am of opinion that he's qualified. I'm very sure he will be saying
so we expect the Senate to do the needful, right?
Definitely. Even when I raise this issue or not, Senate will claim.
Barrister Abdulaziz, the Senate rejected some ministers now. Ministerial nominees.
Don't be clear. Even the minister did not pass the was it not clear? It's not there working.
I beg, don't preempt the Senate on this. I beg.
Which they are predictable, so you can preempt them.
all right then.
I was at National Assembly this time, and not the Senate wing. I went to the House of Representatives wing.
House of Rep.
Yes. So House of Rep, I will have, if I went to the Senate wing, I would have begged them to confirm him. And for the House of Rep, they don't confirm.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we know that
I was handicapped.
All right, let me take another respondent, please. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Hussein.
Sorry, John.
Yeah.
Sorry. Good afternoon to everyone in the studio.
Afternoon.
Yeah. My take to this is, please you give me some few minutes because we are using our data to watch and we are still using our credit. So please, I just have to clarify one or two things, please.
60 seconds from now.
Your time starts now.
Okay, from now. Okay. So my point is that one, our problem here is I think the lawyers are beginning to be Nigeria problem. Because if you watch this constitution, they are stating, this lawyer will tell you like this one will tell you like this. Before, no lawyers to be like gods. But today, now, these people have brought themselves to down zero. Because instead of them telling us the truth about the constitution, they will be the one even deceiving us about the constitution. All these things are facts. Even a little child in primary 1 or primary 6 can even explain some of these words in this constitution. So why are these guys just causing problems for Nigerian people instead of doing the right thing? They know the thing. They know the thing that is right. Our problem in Nigeria today is mostly the judiciary and the lawyers. They are our problem we have today. I think it's highly time.
I hope you don't go to court here.
That's
No.
Thank you. 60 seconds are up. You made your point first time.
That's the posture of the average Nigerian. The average Nigerian cannot confront his problem. He turns around and look for some
excuses
for somebody to blame.
Some subterfuge.
All right, let's hear another respondent.
I greet everybody there. This is Obi calling from Ikeja.
Obi, welcome.
I agree to. You see, for me, a typical Nigerian, the only happiness I have in this thing is I say customs, always northerners. He's now southerners. Me, I'm happy I said southern now. I don't know what you people are talking of. But the northern, what do you call it, senators that started flying some kite by saying that Adeboye is passing the whole bill. I don't know what will happen, but for me, I'm happy that the Southern has broken the jinx of EFCC and the customs. Thank you very much.
All right.
Evans, I don't think we should look at it as a fault of the people. I think it's the fault of all of us collectively, because this was a society in the past that we all grew up in, you know, that subjected every issue to logical and, you know, rational reasoning. But these days we have a society where people don't read again. Somebody just sees something on the social media, and coupled with the advent of the social media, it has corrupted our level of, you know, reasoning. People don't subject issues any longer. If not, just yesterday I was watching on the TV where a boy claimed the woman that was sitting beside him in a vehicle, his body touched, her body touched him, and his male organ, you know, disappeared. And people almost beat the woman to death. What type of society?
Just a minute. Hold on. I have a respondent.
I'm very, very sorry indeed, the parliament.
Yeah.
Prince Wise.
My name.
Yeah. Good evening to every one of you in the studio.
Good evening, Prince.
Citizen Jones.
Yes, sir.
We did not miss a panel show. Only what it remains now is the Cuba get arrested.
Do you know you have 60 seconds and you don't burn 30,
let me
35?
say now for your hearing now. What we need now is Cuba get arrested. Only Radio Continental that means panel show. That's what I want to say.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, but no now.
Allow Prince Wale
No, 60 seconds. And Murphy, we must lead the way. We must lead the way.
Okay.
60 seconds. If you like, Bonham, they greet everybody for your street.
Nelson was making a point of organ disappointed disappearance.
No. You go do him. Let me take this call now. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes,
Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hussein. Go on. And your name
my
is?
My name is Kingsley. My name is Kingsley.
Reaching us from where?
Please, I'm calling from Ijebu.
All right, 60 seconds begin now.
Yes, I believe that according to the act, that the man did not qualify the office. But I want to say something about this our country. Why is it that our constitution, that there are so many other things that are fighting it? One, local standing. Two, allegedly. Even when you see somebody holding something or that's, you know, picking something that does not belong to him, the court will now tell you that you are not the owner of that thing, so you lack local standing or whatever.
Standard.
You know, to even complain, but that person has done something wrong, but maybe the person, maybe, you know, that kind of a thing, or allegedly, they say it's allegedly, it's never confirmed. So where are we going? Where are we going? Is it that the law does not?
Thank you. Nelson, yeah.
Yes, like I was saying, in response to the last caller, it's not that the law is, you know, rigid and, you know, it does not take into account the vagaries of human existence. It's about the fact that the law recognizes that human beings have several, you know, ailments affecting them. As I'm sitting down here, even though we are all here, if I'm colorblind, I can call white yellow. That's the way I see it. So it is for you to prove dispassionately and objectively, even calling in expert to tell you that
society don't believe in proof.
Yes.
During the tribunal judgment, do you know that especially the obedient?
Yes.
The issue their lawyers brought to court, their issues for determination in court, were completely different from the issues of their followers. The followers created their own issues of determination.
Exactly.
And then they were using it to determine what will be the outcome of a court where their lawyer have a different issue for determination.
Yes. And
so this society is a society that is heading to a very
we know that is why we are here. And you know, for me, I've been reading the judgment, the counsels. You know, I saw attempts to mislead the counsels of the LP, subpoenaed through the court, subpoenaed witnesses, only for the lawyers to now tell the court that those witnesses are the court's witness. And the judge said, no, You are the ones that call for subpoena. Those are your witnesses. Don't tell them if the court wants its own witness. We have a procedure for calling our own witnesses. So I think the issue really is that the law does not discriminate. It's when if something happens, even if the judges are in that vicinity, if you don't bring the evidence, the judges will not use their own emotion to.
The lawyers conducted their case to the best of their abilities, but their followers did not even read the process
at all.
Their lawyers were not even on the same page.
They are not on the same page. But they were expecting the court to give an outcome based on what they have.
Let me take another.
Not based on what their lawyer took to court.
Not based on what their lawyers took to court. They did not even read the process. The process.
All right, I beg. Make a take
let
me take another respondent. Hello, good afternoon.
Follow me. My name is Adeboye Motosho, Mr. Hussein. I greet other parliament in the studio. Mr. Alessa, you don't tell us which music I come play for our conference. The other time our learner colleague play, Nazazu play. Who play for our own?
No, Natani.
Well, the matter on ground, I don't care whether the man has security experience or not. Those who are in this position, who have this security experience, what happens to them at the end of the day?
They are corrupt.
So, even if they employ Jesus Christ, some people will still complain that doesn't have a wife. Why? Thank you. Have a nice day, sir.
Society has gone so low that I was telling them before I entered the studio, the time they were comparing a current musician with Fela, because by virtue of what that one has sold on the internet, Fela made impact to the point that even Reagan knew Fela as a person. How do we think nowadays? How do we think today in today's world? So that's what some of these men, when they tell us, look, if you don't know what history is like, just keep quiet. We can't see things from a point of view alone. That's the reason any appointment is made, we don't subject it to whether the person is qualified or not. All we think of is, where is it from? And it's so crass.
Where is he from?
Well, no, that's the reality of our time.
So, but it's an ugly reality.
No, it's an ugly reality for the citizen.
Nelson, we can't go far. As we sit here, you and I know that in the United States of America,
is it their own?
Nadan get them.
Is it your own?
Just like their United Kingdom. In their United States, a Nigerian, now Assistant Secretary of Finance in America, and a Nigerian is an advisor to President Biden, and they not ask whether na Yoruba, Igbo or Hausa, and so on. So, and we claim we are aping their United States.
Well, yeah.
No, when it comes to sorry Nelson. When it comes to economy, standard of living, we are aping, we are benchmarking with the rest of America. But when it comes to nation building, nationalism,
ethos,
civilization,
social ethos,
and social ethos, SOPRA,
we must be independent.
We are now thinking we are after we are Nigerians. Our peculiarity, the peculiarity of our system must be recognized. But when we want to talk about economy, good life, we echo ourselves with in the UK, in the America, in Canada. They just save us from ourselves.
All right. I have another respondent here. Good afternoon. Hello, are you there? Are we in business? Okay. No luck. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, are you a man or a sir?
No, I'm a woman. I'm a man. Oh, sorry, Mazi. My name is Mazi.
Mazi, and you carry woman voice. Go on.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody.
All right.
It's not necessary.
You see what is disturbing me is that we've been hearing about talking of moderating how life is supposed to be in our country, Nigeria, and we'll never see it there. What is the cause? What is the reason why we never see this problem? Because we fail to do two things. Everybody fails, not only the big ones. One word or other, everybody has the problem. We don't know the truth. Only two men in Igbo land solve every problem. Let us make a full stop for wrong and move forward. If we don't do these things, the tomorrow can never be great to us. So that the truth is because everybody might not fit in him. But characterize the truth. That's the only way we can say.
All right.
So let us know that only truth will solve the problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Truth. Relative.
Yes.
Whose truth is he talking about?
That's in fact, that is even the bigger problem. When you say truth, whose truth? Who defines that truth at that level?
Or somebody go say, make you spell truth.
You know.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Citizen Joe, Prince Wise back.
Wise, your 60 seconds begin now.
If Mr. President know, if the country Attorney General, if they know very well that man is not qualified, that's the best one to replace him with another candidate. And this man is not the issue. After the investigation by the ICPC with the Efcc, the next stage court of law is to set us special court to try those who is stoning our Commonwealth. There are 2,000 cases pending. So the person to do for CJN, the presidency, to create the department of special court. Anything corruption to be taken care by those special courts. We need a court that is just within 1 or 2 years. We know the determination of that case. That's my own yarn this afternoon. Give it to you all.
Yeah. I think this case of special courts had been here before.
Yes, has been the public space.
And so what difference would the special court make from the EFCC?
No, you know, the EFCC takes their cases to the regular courts. There's no special.
Okay.
But if we have a special court for corruption cases, it will aid the speedy dispensation of matters. So if we have the wherewithal, we can dot all our I's and cross our T's to put in place special courts to.
Ophelia, are you sharing the sentiment?
Well, I would rather that we have more judges and expand our courts, generally speaking. Because if you have special court for EFCC, there's also the election petition dissident.
Yeah, they are asking for.
In fact, that one has even gone to the House.
Yeah.
That we should have for special.
Anti-corruption
court for election.
Electoral Commission.
So when
Electoral
you have
Affairs Commission.
Later they will say you should have a special court for.
There will be special courts for everything. Every other event.
So what we should do is to expand our scope, because we have few judges, we have few courts. We're over 200 million people, and these are 200 million people that are not is a developing country. Every developing country, you have quite issues of infraction very high. So we should have a bigger,
gentlemen, at the age of 63, we never old enough to be our own man.
No, we are
even a grandfather. At 63, all things being equal, one should be a grandfather.
We are our own man. Okay. Not like we have not made progress at all.
Yes.
It's just some areas.
Yes.
And those areas, if we fix those areas, I mean,
and even if we fix those areas, does not preclude the fact that new challenges will surface.
Yes.
So
I know what light used to be a few years back.
Of course.
Today I have 24 hours power supply.
Yes, me. Murphy.
Even in America, they don't have light.
Evans, at a point in time in our life, when I issue a press statement or I write an article, I take it personally to media houses. But today, at the press of a button where I'm sitting. So who says we have not made progress as a people?
We are making progress. Now we are even our own man.
Now the progress is not big, but all of them come and tell the truth. That's what is happening.
All right, I have a respondent here, please. Hello, good afternoon.
God bless you.
Bless you too. Same to you. Sir. Where are you calling from? Your name?
Where are you
calling from?
I'm Mori from Iba.
All right.
I'm Mori from Iba.
Go on.
What I have to say, my contribution is this. The only thing that will make Nigeria to move forward, to become a great country, is only truth. Only truth.
Whose truth?
Whose truth?
The Bible said it's only truth.
No, leave the Bible talk. We don't need the Bible to tell truth or lie, or the Quran. Whose truth in this case?
Whose truth?
Only truth that can set us free.
What is truth to you now, as it is? What is the truth?
That's the only thing I have to say. Okay. In this country, it's only truth.
Thank you. Part of the problem.
So, citizen, for me, like I stated earlier on, we have a right to disagree with one another. We have seen cases where persons have gone to raise petitions against.
You know, going from to waiting this man talk now.
Yes.
I saw on the net yesterday that Nigeria was the second most praying country, most prayerful. The first is Afghanistan, of all places. So, so what did they make you laugh?
It's an irony now. It's an irony now.
And I know say earthquake just hit Afghanistan twice inside how many days? So hold on. We are the second most prayerful country on the planet. Yeah. What does it mean in concrete terms?
Maybe spiritual development. Citizen, maybe not in concrete terms that you can see. Maybe in terms of lowering our despair as people, and making us believe, in it, because as a human being, I get worked up when on a Monday morning I'm going out to work and I see some people gathered in a building and they are practicing their religion. I'm like, what is this? On a working day, even the Bible itself that we profess talked about work. And the Bible is very clear about that.
Let me hear what the next listener is saying. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Gentlemen of the panel. My name is Ben. I'm calling from Eba.
Ben, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Honestly speaking, I don't want to care where the man comes from. But my happiness is that EFCC chairman has come from the north, from the south. Yes. So my concern is that we are recycling corruption. We are recycling corruption. We are recycling. How can you sack the chairman because of corruption? You think that the secretary that handles all the documents, the secretary that has the power, influence to influence the whole document, to change, to falsify them, and he's clean. How can he be clean? The person closest to Mr. Chairman, how can he be clean? He's supposed to sack all of them and be a new person, brand new person. This one will follow the footsteps of his master. All of them were doing the same. There is no way Bawa can sell 100 vehicles. This one will not collect money for one. He knows everything the way it was going. So there is only, he knows the way he collects price from governors. Like the recycling corruption in this country. It is not good.
Thank you.
Even if you give another year,
Thank you.
Citizens, I think we need to correct the misinformation by the last caller. Mr. Olokoyede never served with Bawa. He served with Ibrahim Magu.
Yeah.
He never served with Bawa. He was secretary under the suspended Ibrahim Magu, who left the office and Bawa was appointed. So he never worked with Bawa. That is a correction for the last caller.
And
those allegations he's making, the
man never start the work, sir.
They you think to say government they collect them to sell one?
Allegations.
Let's not make.
All right. Another caller here. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good evening, Citizen Zone.
I greet you, sir.
Good evening, sir. This is Tayo calling from Oba.
Tayo, welcome.
What we have to do to move this country forward, let's bring in American justice system here. Let's elect our judges. Let's elect our attorney general. Let's elect district attorneys so that they'll be coming back to the people to renew their tenure. And then there should be speedy trial act. We should not leave it to the discretion of the court. Speedy trial, all criminal cases must be settled within 90 days. Must. Okay. If we do it that way, nobody will issue contract and run away again because somebody will be out there to go after them. Thank you.
Many thanks.
That electing judges.
The ones who are elected,
they are not representing us well. The ones who are electing currently,
they are not representing.
How well have we fared with the activities so far?
The ones that
are not electing our governors. Are we not electing our senators? Are we not electing our so? It's not about electing our judges. That will not be the end to all the problems.
No. But mine is it not about doing the job?
No, it should be about doing the job. But we must also not forget that in doing the job, there are some parameters that have to be met for you to do the job. So if the country runs on constitutional democracy and there are laws in place to make you do the job, it behoves on you to ensure, like they say in law, you cannot build something on nothing. So in this case, as much as you want to do the job, you must come on a solid foundation. That is why this argument back and forth, whether the man is in breach of the law or not, is something we can take to the National Assembly, and if we are dissatisfied, if the National Assembly confirms him, then we can go to the court for interpretation, because that is the essence of the court. The court is an institution set up to interpret the law and nothing else.
All right, I have another respondent here. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Citizen John.
I greet you, sir.
And the colleagues.
Yeah, your name, where you're calling from?
Ola from Chicago.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. Before I say anything, Citizen John, you telling someone that, why are you laughing? And you yourself is laughing now. So that's my question. Now, the only submission I have for Nigeria is, if we kill corruption, corruption will kill Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you.
All right then.
I was about to say this.
And I know that the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, said corruption is worse than diabetes.
It is.
And so I'm looking at diabetes, the problem we carry, and corruption. And you say corruption bitter. Then we're in trouble.
I agree with you.
So the man we go there for EFCC is in trouble.
No, see.
Yes, the man
my
will be in
say,
trouble.
the first question I asked those that were just overtly critical was that, was it Togolese appointed? No. In Nigeria, the truth is, if we don't leave behind some of these crass issues, we will never grow as a nation. We can't keep going round and round. As it's been argued, there must be legal framework that guides everything. But when Nigerians look beyond this, the only concern they have is it my ethnic person? Once that is not fulfilled, then it must be a wrong thing. Even if the law has been consulted, we still want to see that, and we don't go grow like this.
You've not seen when they say somebody is a thief, they say leave him is our thief.
It's our thief.
But you can see that. Most of the callers that say their own concentration is that the man is a Christian and is from the south. Now all that jargon and the rabbi that Evans and Nelson, the firework they've been exchanging, to that man, to those people, it makes no value. And that is why when I came, even though my aircraft I kept it at the beginning of the landing, all of you helped me to take it to the hangar. Because the fact is that today in Nigeria, nobody's looking at was the law fulfilled. No. What they're looking at, is it from southwest or southeast?
We cannot all descend to that level.
So, and that is where I say I faulted Jones. We're not like that. This over because when the military were there, they appoint someone. Who are you to go and criticize with their point?
No, you can decide whether you will get home is another thing.
So in that case, you will not stop. You will keep your criticism to yourself, and they're happy.
All right, I have another respondent here. Hello, good afternoon, welcome.
Good evening, house.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Your name?
Good evening,
Nemeka, welcome.
From where?
Yes. I beg you, I agree to everybody for the part of first of all. But there is something I want to ask. The man in question, though he's in Nigeria, and he's competent for the job. If he's competent for the job, no problem where he comes from. All we need is somebody that will do the right job at the right time. Not being paraded by the people that are appointed for the work. If only he can work for Nigeria, that is what we need. We will not care where he comes from. Everybody is in Nigeria. So far as he's there, we are born here as a citizen. We are in Nigeria. This sentiment of where you come from or not is not helping us anywhere. Please.
Thank you.
That's my own contribution, please. May God bless everybody.
And help you too. Okay.
We are just who we are, whether you like it or not. People will always want to ask such questions. Where is it from? Of what religion? Even politicians too themselves does not even help matters.
Murphy, is this a national problem? There is a country over alternate, what do you call it now? Fancy. We want a country that's already going towards a utopian state, but we're not ready to pay the price.
To work it out.
No, but and I keep saying every day, you cannot eat egg. If you cannot eat omelette if you don't break the egg.
Yes.
And that is why the problem is that, and I said just said it a while ago, if we want to badmouth our country, we begin to compare us to China, to America, to this, to that. But now when it comes home to do what the Americans did,
whose side? Whose side?
To keep the country like that. What the Britons are doing today, the top echelon of the British society is run by non-British people.
Okay then.
The top echelon of the society is run by non-British people.
Because a merit.
Apart from the Speaker of Parliament that is called Briton, the chairman of the party is not a Briton. He's from Iraq.
The Prime Minister
is Indian.
Is Indian.
The what do you call it? The mayor of London, the biggest
Pakistani.
is from Pakistan.
Yeah.
No, but they are citizens.
No, I mean origin.
But
now today, Evans, you have lived in Lagos, tired. Will you contest election?
They will not allow me.
Good. Nelson speaks Yoruba. He's from Elaje. If he wants to contest in Ikeja local government where he has lived all his life, what would they tell me?
No, be saying Nigeria, they don't want to give somebody chief judge because his husband come from that state.
Then tomorrow you want Nigeria to be like America, to be like China, to be like India, to be like
same society.
Impossible, my brother. You cannot be doing the same thing the same way and expect.
I think the issue of patriotism.
That is
we
the
must
of lunacy.
We must look at patriotism.
Okay, Jimmy Cliff sang so many songs. One of them is "You can't be wrong and get right
all the time."
No matter how hard you may try. I'm supposed to have it, but let's go to our second story.
Okay.
And by the way, take your time from us. The time is now 10 minutes past 4 o'clock. Naira falls to 1,049 to $1 after CBN restored 43 banned items. Now, the national currency, the Naira, doesn't travel far anymore. I cannot forget the early 70s into the 80s when the dollar exchanged for a mere 68 kobo and the pound 2 to 1. Of course, there are people who would say, I'm old school. This was because we were aggressively producing goods and services. Today, feverish pressure on the foreign exchange market continues as the national currency fell to 1,049 to the dollar on the parallel market. Recall that the CBN had lifted the ban on 43 food and non-food items previously restricted from accessing foreign exchange from the official window. As it stands, the Naira would continue to slip further unless we act fast. The banned items range from the laughable to the plain ridiculous. And gentlemen, I mention some of the items: rice, cement, margarine, palm oil products, vegetable oils, vegetables, processed vegetable products, poultry, tomatoes, soap and cosmetics, toothpick, steel drums, and pipes, and so on. There are many. Yeah, toothpicks, they there. One of them.
Citizen Jones, talking about this issue of ban, it is not, I think we must get it very clear. Let us state it explicitly. And it is not that those items were banned from coming into Nigeria. What the federal government under former President Muhammadu Buhari did was to place a forex restriction from the official window.
That's it. We must not need foreign exchange to bring in toothpicks, rice, and so on.
No. You if you want to bring in those products, you go and source your forex from wherever. The government window is not available to you. So for me, when this news broke, I was disturbed. But thinking again, listening to experts, studying the situation, I said, well, maybe because of these restrictions, we have had people who had genuine intentions of bringing in these products. And because we have debarred them from accessing that window, it has now allowed those who had other sources to, to get that forex to now determine monopolistically how the prices of those goods are. So if we now throw it open now, maybe we'll have a situation whereby there will be healthy or maybe unhealthy competition and the prices could fall. But talking about the value of the naira, so long as we have liquidity issue in the forex market, don't forget the major problem we're having today is that we are not earning enough dollars. The dollars we are earning, a large chunk of it is being used to service our debts.
Also add that except we start producing again, we can't earn foreign exchange.
Yes, that is where I'm going, because if you look at the last administration, according to the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Nenadi Usman, during the life of that administration, we saw an upward swing in the export of non-oil goods, such that the economy for almost a year ran on non-oil export. So what does that tell us? It tells us that we have the capacity, to produce what we need. And unless we take our eyes off everything import, and start looking at how we can develop the local industry, how to make sure that people who have funds, people who have ideas are able to access funds from sources other than the cutthroat interest rate of the commercial banks, putting in place infrastructures that will engender investment.
Yeah.
That is the only way our naira will be able to show up against the dollar.
Gentlemen, should we be importing palm oil?
No, that's an aberration. It's an aberration because we were leading the world in that sphere before now. In the 70s and early 80s, even before the early 80s, we had a huge chunk of palm produce. We have a Presco. There are many of them. All over the country.
There was one in Benin,
and not only palm. There are other produce.
Yes, other produce.
Cocoa. We have so many of these things. But
should we be in this mess?
We shouldn't be in this mess because we can revive this economy if we take it serious. Okay. Each time we call on the federal government.
Evans, don't go to court. A governor in the South, before the current governor, went into an aggressive coconut oil milling, refining. And coconut will not grow anywhere just like that. And this is, he was governor of a state whose main strong point was production of palm oil. Mm-hmm. If he went into an aggressive palm oil production and exported to Nigeria, won't he make money?
Of course. That's the issue. We're talking about policy, we're talking about direction, and we're talking about vision. We have lost some of these things because we found oil one day, free money. Everybody started jumping up and down. Even the federal government could not even also encourage agriculture in the diversified way. We focused on what I mean by that is the issue of
you are disagreeing with him, but you come to the mic and speak.
Policy on this little agricultural produce, they were not there. The state too failed at that.
Good.
The state governors failed at that completely. The local government chairman failed at that completely. So that's why we are here.
You see, for me, really, the truth of the matter is, I was going to Wednesday. I didn't hear.
Should we be importing plywood?
I didn't hear the prologue.
The 43 band.
Yes.
Okay, we are talking about naira falls to 1,049 to a dollar.
Okay, first and foremost, that is the black market. The official rate of the naira is still 742 naira to the dollar, and the IRE window is open to people with genuine import needs to approach.
Who determines the genuineness of a particular thing?
Well, right now, the 43 items that hitherto was excluded from access to forex has been
open,
has been declassified, and it's not open. Now, you see, the angle you are taking into is very important, and I've made that point over and over. Each time in this country, we claim Nigeria economy is not good, it's not good. We're having this, dollar is falling, Now, let me tell you one reason why the black market is thriving. We Nigerians, day to day, every Nigerian is using the dollar as a store of value.
Yes.
We are doing speculative buying of. Now, the corruption industry in the country.
Okay, there's a corruption industry.
Very thriving one. The corruption industry, which is the bane of the economy, because of some of the intricacies that has gone into the banking system, BVN and all those things. And most of this corruption money has to be metamorphosed into dollar, and which is easier. People can put in their bedroom. People can hide it.
So if a man has 1 billion naira today, he prefers to
give you
to make it
to give you. I'm coming up. That is that. I'm talking the corruption industry. Nobody can carry 1 billion because you cannot give me account number. Say pay to my account.
Yeah.
By the time you pay 10 million 2 times, your bank is obliged to report that matter to the financial reporting the NFIU.
Yes.
And by the time 3, they may not do anything on 1. By the time 3 goes in, they are bound to call you and ask you where that money is coming from. So people do no longer. So they now prefer to put it in the forex market and get forex. That is on the corruption industry. Now, on the day-to-day Nigerian sabotage industry, economic sabotage industry, because of liberalization, that people open domiciliary account. You can open domiciliary account. You are free to keep your money in dollar. You can free to earn money in dollar. Now, people just felt every time somebody earns 2 million, 1 million, you don't need more than 300 to 400,000 naira to run your bills for the month.
Your bills.
What did it with the remainder? Nigerians are doing it. I have refused to do it because I know it. Yes, people are blaming me. Why didn't you put that? I know it is wrong.
Or you are old school.
Yes, thank you. Because but you see, I sleep well. My conscience sleeps well. Because I know it is wrong. Now, the same people that are shouting, the country is going down, the dollar is falling, are the same people.
The naira is falling, not
the naira is falling. Sorry, I same people that every time they earn income in naira, they convert, they go and look for dollar. Meanwhile, the question I ask, the dollar you're looking for, who provides it? Federal government does not print dollar. You must earn either through official source of crude oil, the IRA window, or through the black market foreign diaspora remittances, and those that sell that. You must export something, earn dollar, for you to have dollar to import. Now, my question on that for the 3 items is: has the governor of central bank with the minister of finance, have they done the maths? Do they have enough now?
Yeah.
To be able to meet demand? Because listen, we have problem with the airlines because we couldn't meet. The airline is a price in the official market. Yeah. We have problem with the airlines. We couldn't meet their forex need. So has the minister of finance, Wale Edu, and the governor of central bank, Kadeso, have they done the maths? These are 2 people. They are eggheads. I give it to them. They worked. They are part of the architect of today modern Lagos.
But don't forget that even this maths you are talking about will not be done by just those 2.
No.
There are so many agencies.
I understand. So,
including the security agencies.
It ends with them because what has
the box stops on their table.
One is handling the fiscal policy. One is handling the monetary policy.
Yes.
So it ends on their table. So have they done the maths to know that
what is
when
the maths?
Demand,
what is the
increase
look
demand,
at the factors and what have you take all the
that will, because right now rice is, you cannot import rice, which I'm happy about in the short run, and I will give my reason if I have the time.
No, you can import rice.
You cannot import rice officially. Before it is not allowed through your foreign exchange market. Now you can.
Okay.
It was smuggled.
Yes.
And when the government, I'm going too far. But you see, the fund is my own is let that they have done the maths, and they're able to. They have enough liquidity in the IRA window that will deal drastically with the autonomous market.
And even the
hold on. Me, I go talk like a bus stop analyst.
Okay, go ahead.
Should we be importing headpans, metal boxes,
impossible,
steel drums,
no way,
iron rods, wire mesh, steel nails?
Citizen, hold on.
There was a time
one thing we must not run away from is that we live in a society, a liberal economic system.
Yes.
If you want to import even your nose, so long as you are going to pay the required taxes on it, so be it.
Nelson,
also has those advantages.
Hold on.
Yes, I know.
Navy people catch smugglers in the Calabar sector. Then they bring goods. This okrika.
Okay. Okrika.
They shoot the second-hand clothes.
Yes.
They shoot their boat, and the boat split in two.
Yeah.
They dive into the sea.
Yeah.
One of them clutched a bale till one officer carry and put for their boat and said, "Come, don't you think this thing is crazy? Supposing you die." And the guy asked him, "Supposing I take this cloth, reach my house."
Life is a risk.
Life is a risk.
Sorry, let me take this.
It's a case of survival.
I said I was going too far. Let me tell you. Let me talk. Let me talk Nelson's line. When I said the lifting of ban on rice, and I said I supported it in the short run.
Okay.
You see, Nigeria is a country where people are too opportunistic and take advantage of a situation to milk the fellow citizens.
That's correct.
That is who we are.
That's
so
correct.
The price today we pay for our goods and services
is far higher than what we should
economic
pay.
Price.
Yes.
We are not paying economic price at all.
Yes.
We are paying greed factor price.
Especially on goods that have no regulation.
Exactly. We are paying on greed price. We are paying on stupidity price. We are paying on sentimental price. So all those things entered it. And that's what today. Now, when the government banned rice, prohibition of importation of rice is prohibition.
The price is supposed to drop.
Good. No, they said to encourage local
production. Yes.
Local production.
The CBN invested heavily on the
trillions of naira
Anchor Borrow scheme. Which I have also called for the investigation of that scheme. Because the Emefiles of this world use that scheme to also cash out.
Because that is not the job of the CBN.
It is. Trade financing is their job.
No, trade financing, but their job. Not you directly being involved. That's what we're saying.
But the fact is, they invested money in the rice production. A lot of farmers, including this former governor of Benue State,
Samuel Otom.
He asked criticism of Buhari administration. He got millions of naira, and he has one of the biggest rice farm in Benue State. Now, what was the objective? The objective is that with increased production, which happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Let's give it to the country.
Yes,
it happened.
Yes.
Increased production. Nigeria moved from about 3 rice mills in the whole country to about 16. We have about 16 rice mills dotted across the entire globe. Nigerian rice is flooded the market.
Yes.
Nigerian rice, people now put it in foreign bag.
Of course, because you are foreign crazy.
Yes, put it in foreign bag and come to sell, which by all standard, by all ramification, the price of rice is supposed to have nosedive. But what do you do?
Because there's no regulation on pricing.
Because there's no price regulation. Because there is no control.
But why would government sponsor it and not bring regulation to it?
No,
they should have. Because human nature.
You cannot control, because you're not controlling supply. It's a function of demand and supply. You're not controlling supply. And because you're not controlling supply,
you cannot control price.
You cannot control price.
Right.
The people now, what happened in 2000 and what happened last year? Rice used to be 32,000 last year.
A bag.
About 28, 30 last year. What happened? The flood that occurred at Lokoja that stopped the tankers, the trucks from bringing rice down for 2 weeks. Price of rice jumped to 45,000 and refused to come down.
The woman that said yam told me that it's because of $1. That's why her price is high.
Refused to come down.
All right.
So we have come to a point where
what's the impact of dollar on vegetable?
Ask me. If you ask me, now who I go ask? So we are the architect
of our
own fortune.
What's the remedy?
The remedy I don't know.
You know one of the greatest problem we have is our attitude as a people. And why do I say this? You recollect during former President Obasanjo when he removed fuel subsidy. In order to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy, President Obasanjo government imported some buses which they gave to the labor unions.
Yes.
Today, as we speak.
They ran those buses.
They ran those buses, and these are the same people.
Not more than a month.
These are the same people that will come out and be telling you they want to hold government accountable. They ran it aground.
And
this is no. Let me help you.
The NLC.
Let me help you. This is the second time in 1988. I remember 1988 when Babangida started it. That was the same year the State Transport Company of Ghana started. Babangida gave NLC. No, what cost 1988 50 million in 1988. It was
the aftermath of the SAP riot.
As at that time, to buy those buses,
yes.
To buy those buses
when they started
almost 10,000 naira.
About 15,000-20,000
to buy those buses.
Yes, that was when they started Labour Transport Company. The same time the State Transport Company of Ghana started. Today, go to their yard in Yaba.
In Yaba there.
Somebody will tell you say na end time.
For me, when the Labour Union, when NLC talk in this country, I'm coming. When NLC talk in this country, when ASU.
But if we compare Ghana and Nigeria, are we of the same population?
No, hold on. No,
then you should have done better.
It has nothing to do with size. It has nothing to do with size.
NLC, Labour Transport Company should have been the biggest transport hub in Africa.
Yes. Hold on.
Today they will have gone plane. They will have gone from land transport to air transport to sea transport. If I had managed it in 1988.
Please, make we consider this. Lagos used to have Aswani here.
Yes.
But do you know that Aswani, we have more than 400 spread across the country.
Yes.
And if we say Aswani, they employ at least 5,000 people when they run shifts.
Yes.
So you multiply 5,000 conservatively by 400. Do you know how many people they for take out of
we had in Ikorodu. We had in Ikeja.
I said you go count them.
Was it government that are running that?
Oh, that's the question.
So electricity don't kill us.
No, electricity kill us. Yeah, I give this example. 2 examples. One, I remember there was a time.
Lester, if we hold on, if electricity comes, if we have electricity, out of 24 hours, at least 20-hour electricity.
Evans has 24 now.
24 hours, yes.
I was going to say this. Nigerians, now we do ourselves the most.
All right, let me. Okay, make I take a call. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. This is Titi calling from Ijeoma.
Titi, okay, take 60 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. We are talking about the pressure on the naira or on the dollar.
Yeah.
The naira is falling. So, listening to you in the studio, a lot of reasons have been adduced why this thing is going. But we cannot take all those reasons. We cannot take them headlong. We have inherent problem. For example, why is it difficult for us as a people? Because that's what I think personally. We should take it from, I think, from the one that at least we can attack. Why is it impossible for us to refine that petrol, even that free money that we have jumped to, that now looks complicated? Why is it very difficult for us to refine petrol? Now, the other day, Dangote refinery has been commissioned, and the money that was borrowed to build it has been repaid, even without a gallon of petrol refined. What is wrong with us? If we have a refinery, a lot of pressure will not be on the naira.
Your 60 seconds are up. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
I was going to say this. Nigerians are not just one. What do I mean by this? There was a time I remember government, just to help a particular TV house like that, they banned premiership from being given to the Commonwealth DSTV, if I have to say this. And what did the Nigerian man who they gave the role to? Instantly he raised the price.
Yes.
Secondly, the DSTV that was doing it before, if you buy from them, they don't care whether you are using privately or for business. You just pay the same rate. This man started a case of if you're using my satellite at home, you pay differently. If you're using for business, you pay differently. Before long, he ran into trouble. I'm talking of Tony Shubar.
He ran into problem.
He ran into trouble, and that's why DSM made a comeback. Also, there was a time they regulated the textile industry. That okay, if all this Tommy Hilfiger and these big designers will come Nigeria, it will be tough. Okay, they gave the industry to our own local one, Takova, Kesi Jabari. Instantly, they raised their price to the point that Nigeria couldn't even afford to buy their clothes.
Exactly.
In no time, the market also collapsed, making this foreign industry to come back again.
So our problems now. Okay.
No, exactly what I was talking about, right? So instead of the price of rice to come down, the price of rice keep going up. I just gave one example during the time of the flood last year. That flood last year, price of rice just jumped from 28,000 naira to 45,000.
Yeah.
And now it jumps to 50 something.
It is man-made.
So man-made.
Later they'll say market forces don't work here.
Okay.
Concerning this
give us your name, where you're calling from.
My name is Ben from Eva. Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Concerning the dollar rising, I'm suspecting
concerning the what?
I said
dollar rising.
the increase in dollar, the increase in the price of dollar.
Okay, go on.
All right, sir. The more Mr. President has increased the state allocation to governors, they are using it to buy dollars. And the past government did not prosecute. They hide all the whole dollars, and now they are changing it. If you fight corruption, if you don't fight that corruption, there is no amount of central bank policy that can change it. I'm telling you, that is what I understand. It's only today unless I say the truth. Only today I hear truth from a letter.
All right.
It's because today I say what you want to hear. That's why it become a truth to you. So whose truth? No, you see, the truth of the matter is let me thank this gentleman. I think for once, this is only first time he understands exactly what I'm talking about. Because the truth of the matter is, I am concerned, I'm worried. Because it is same we that we blaming the government and blaming for naira falling are the same ones that are putting pressure on the naira. Today, everybody is making savings to japa. All the japa people have japa. What did they use to japa? It's not foreign currency. Some people can want to live with Nigeria with as much as $20,000 so that they can live a longer time before they begin to make work. It comes from the system. It's a pressure. Like he said, the politicians, the moment the bribery and corruption industry that is thriving very well is dominated in dollar. Nigeria is only I don't know why the government is yet to take a firm stand on this. Goods and services priced in dollar. Yes. Hotel bills, hotel services, school fees in Nigeria priced in dollar, and people will tell you go and bring dollar. It was the day my dad was traveling that discovered that at the airport.
The Nigerian musician was paid in dollar.
It was paid in dollar. And it didn't come.
Why should we pay in dollar?
In Nigeria.
And somebody had the effort to be telling the public that we pay in dollars.
In a place where poverty is rife in Warri, where poverty is walking stark naked on the road, and then you are paying somebody as much as $70,000 to perform in one night. For goodness, ladies and gentlemen, how are we treating Nigeria?
All right, another caller here. Hello, welcome.
Good evening, Paulo. Once again, I think I make a call back.
All right.
Yeah, there's something I want to say, please. If you see all this thing we are talking about here about dollar issue, it's the story of the leadership. Let's be honest to each other.
Who's honesty, Oga? Who's honesty?
I mean the head of the authority. If we are programmed, there's nothing in this country that we are producing that will attract foreign currency into the nation.
So who should produce?
Nothing. We are not producing anything.
No. So who should produce? The authority.
Yes, listen, if you produce something that you export, there you make foreign currency. But we import a lot. I learned that containers that come to Nigeria, almost 90% go empty back to where they come from. Is it not a loss?
You are not producing now.
Because
we are not producing anything.
Yeah.
Then how can you foreign currency to your system?
You see,
if you like, go whatever you can do. If you put it inside the system, it will consume back. They will consume back.
Nemeka.
Let me say this. Nemeka said the truth. but unfortunately, he's saying it wrongly. Sorry, just let me just. You are saying the truth, but you are saying it wrongly. Who are those importing these containers? They are brothers, they are sisters. They believe that the only business they can do.
No be government they import.
It's not government. They believe their brothers and sisters believe that the only thing they can do is to import container on a high sea. We are going to make a 2 tons abatago, 40 feet container, 80 feet container on a high sea. Because, and there is Aba, there is Nnewi, that used to be industrial production hub.
If they take from there, people will not buy it.
Good. The shoes that you make in Aba, you will go and put made in Italy, made in Stockholm. That is why you believe that the only place you can do, I'm coming, sir. The place you can do is to import container. So it's not government. It is you and me.
Let me talk. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Alaba. Can you hear me?
Go on.
Yeah, Oga Jones. First of all, let me make something that I've made before. I told you that please you should try to improve on the service of the radio station. Before I could listen to you this evening, I have to come out from my bedroom.
You have 60 seconds, so and you give me this episode. Are you contributing to within the ground?
I will contribute. I'm just trying to tell you guys how you are going to improve.
When your 60 seconds are up, I'll cut you. You have 10 more seconds.
Well, good evening. Good evening.
Thank you.
Jones, the caller before Alaba just said what we already know. You can't earn dollars if you are not exporting. What we do here is basically import. The question is, maybe he was trying to give the blame as usual to government. We cannot afford to give all the blame to government. We blame government when it's necessary. But as citizens, Alexa was saying something here. An average Nigerian businessman is very shrewd. An average Nigerian businessman wants to make quick profit, fast money. The fastest way to make money is just go to China, bring in any products.
So long as it's foreign.
Yes, clear it from our port or from our either seaport or airport, and you are in money. How many Nigerians are willing to take their time to go into manufacturing, into production, like agriculture, for instance? I mean, that will take a long
where they plant, it will take you years.
That is why you see that even those who lead us, like the governors, are not even interested in going into those kind of investments. They are interested
it's
in
long term.
It's long term, and
it will outlive.
It's possible.
The taxation will not be the tenor will go.
It's most likely their tenor would not meet dividends of that investment. Yes. So an average Nigerian politician is not interested in that. An average Nigerian businessman too is not interested in investing for tomorrow. He wants to invest now and reap almost immediately.
100%.
And that is why we have so much pressure on the dollars. We import virtually everything, even the things that we can produce here. Then even those who manage, for instance, the rice we're talking about, that was solely sponsored by the central bank. They were giving money, they were giving fertilizers, they were giving everything they needed to support that business.
Some of the things,
they produce the rice,
Murphy,
they increase the price.
Many of the things we were busy producing are things we can generate on the inside. Poultry, tomatoes, soap and cosmetics, roofing sheets, wheelbarrows, head pans.
And we're importing it.
We're importing iron rods, wire mesh, steel nails.
Jones, the same thing I was talking about. For you to go into production of any of those things, maybe for instance, you have to open a factory. You have to employ workers. But if you go to China, you don't need to employ any workers.
In this country,
just go and bring in, employ one or two salespersons. You are good to go.
Hold on, a state in this country, very close to me, prided itself on producing matchsticks.
Exactly, crossover.
Yes.
Akwa Ibom.
No, crossover now.
Akwa Ibom.
Okay.
Today, so I'm asking myself, what happened to it? And the state also talked about syringes.
The former minister said we'll produce pencil. We did not produce
anything. So you see, I was trying to say this. Maybe I just lost my thought on. I mean,
all right, Alexa, just a minute. I have a caller here. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Citizen Jones.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Matthew from Opedo.
Oh, okay then. 60 seconds. Let's go from now.
Yes, in concerning this dollar matter now, I think we are observing the government of this issue because number one, we import petrol, and petrol is like one of our serious problems that is putting pressure on the dollar. Secondly, all the vehicles that our government use, they are mostly Hilux, Mercedes and all that, whereas we have car manufacturing plants in Nigeria. So, you can see that the government is also part of the problem. Let's not forget that the currency issue is exclusive to the government, it's on the exclusive list of the government. That is why we have the CBN, that is why we have the Minister of Finance. They are the ones in charge of the dollar. So if the dollar is not, if the naira is not doing well against the dollar, it means the people in charge of the CBN and the Minister of Finance, they are not up to the job. So
okay, thank you.
That's my own opinion.
You are totally wrong, sir.
No, completely.
You are totally wrong, sir.
You don't need a professor as a CBN governor. You don't need a professor as a finance minister to settle this issue of dollar.
We are just giving him the
all
man.
you need to do is have a country that will go into mass production.
Yes, and
we
not
begin to
prayers.
export.
Yeah, we have given the man. We have given the man
to change the
this is
economy
elementary
prayers.
economics.
We have given the man
Change
the
the
problem
economy.
of
Yes,
demand
you want
and
to
supply.
earn dollar. The only way you can earn dollar is when you sell. Take what you have here, sell it to the international market, and
so
you
that
earn
as
dollar.
containers are
But what we are
coming in,
doing now, we are using our
that
own
as
naira to change dollars.
as containers are coming in,
going back fully
products
loaded.
are going back fully
Exactly.
loaded. So when they say container on a high sea on a batago, the man in charge always tell you, "Chunk on container, it's coming there."
Coming empty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's coming full.
They come in fully loaded. They leave Nigeria empty.
That's
So
the
that is
exchange.
it. It's not the and then let me tell you, dollar is decentralized, and Nigeria, and I think that's part of our problem. In India, if you earn dollar, I mean, I work in a company where we have an Indian expatriate. We pay his salary in dollar, but to his country.
You pay it to his country.
To his country.
Not to him.
Not to
you
him,
pay
to his country.
What he-
and
what
they
he
gave
lives
him,
on here is-
and there he reached his account there.
stipends.
They
Yes,
give him,
stipends.
they
Otherwise,
give
salary
him
goes back to his
rupees.
Yes.
He doesn't have. There's no. Like as he said, there's no domiciliary account. He gives you rupees.
Yes.
So yeah. So the government takes the dollar and land you rupees.
Yes.
That's where they are.
In
That's
his
where
local account.
in their local account. That's where the account is strong.
Was it not foolish of some of the government in the past whereby Okonjo-Iweala and some were paid dollars?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
There are people who
So-
are paying dollars here now.
So a lot of people are paid in dollars. In fact, some bank.
What is this dollar?
Some
That
bank
was
MDs
dollars,
now
dollars.
convert make their salary in dollars.
Yes.
Some people.
I go ask wetin be dollars.
I don't-
Some put them their services in dollars.
We are running a dollarized economy. So why
until
are
the
you
government
asking?
until the government becomes
Fixation on it is
until the government becomes and nationalize all the dollar. In fact, left to me, I would have said anybody with more than $10,000 in their domiciliary account should be converted to naira. An official rate. There has to be a drastic.
That would be arbitrary.
It's not arbitrary.
No,
because
that's their money.
It's not arbitrary.
That's their money.
It's not arbitrary. How do you get it?
All right, make a
How
take.
do you get it?
Let me
How
take.
do you get it?
Let me
You
take
can't
another call. I beg. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Comrade Iroko from Mexico.
You're welcome.
Go on.
Thank you. I want to contribute to what is on ground.
Go on.
Concerning the dollar that is affecting naira. After all, we are in Nigeria, but the dollar is affecting us. But I try to understand about what is going on. It is all about the economic that is not stable. But who is causing it not to stable? It is the incompetency of the governance. Because by now we are spending naira and dollar is rising and it's affecting us in Nigeria. Okay, let us go this way. If I happen to be a billionaire, but till now, if I'm spending 1 million naira every day, it may not finish not until 100 days or 1,000 days. But with me that did not have a single kobo, how do you want us to survive?
All right. 60 seconds are up. Thank you.
You know, Jones,
Yeah.
one of the reasons again why most of the business people here are not really, or they are scared to go into this long-term investment, including production, agriculture, and it's just because
Murphy, do you think we are ready to save this country?
We are not.
Are we ready to save this country?
We are.
Just we are.
It's a process.
How ready are we?
It's a process. It's a process and it's a two-way thing.
Hold on. So we are ready. Hold on. The borders were closed, and for a reason.
Yes.
We shouted like hell.
Yes.
Somehow we managed to be smuggling rice through the borders.
Yes.
They came in, and now all you hear is make them allow imported rice.
We are hungry. Nigerians are hungry. We are hungry.
Murphy, wait. Cement. We have many cement factories in this country shut down through sharp practices and so on. Make we import cement.
Iron steel too. We have iron steel companies.
Jones, you don't. I
don't know why we have to blame.
And you say we can save this country.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
You don't have to blame those 100%.
I remember my thought.
Those who are asking. Hold on now.
Okay,
Just hold on. Those who are asking for foreign rice, foreign cement, foreign this. Sometimes, Jones, you go to the market, you discover that some foreign items are cheaper than local items. So you don't blame those people. At a time,
I don't understand.
Like I talked about the rice, that was even almost 100% sponsored by CBN. By the time the rice got into the market, local produced rice, the price was almost higher than
market
the
forces
foreign
do
one.
not work here.
You understand? So, before now, what I was trying to
Are
say
they
was
market
that,
forces or evil forces?
Jones, what I was saying that government must also ensure
Murphy,
that
time is tight. Let's begin to close. How do you close?
as I close, why we want a better Nigeria, why we encourage people to export more, produce more and export more rather than import more. We also must use opportunities like this to speak to government to make loans, soft loans, available. Because the reason why people are in a hurry to go to China to bring is because they operate on loans from banks with high interest.
Yes.
So they need a quick turnover in order to be able
to pay back.
So government must be encouraged to make soft loans available to those who have genuine intentions of doing business, so that people can have the mind to go into agriculture. Agriculture is not something you go into today and begin to earn almost immediately. It takes some time, and if you're on a loan with high profit, interest rate, you can't take such risk.
Okay, are you done?
Yes.
Moses, how do you close?
For me, going back to the first one, I think Nigerians should go. It's about time we jettisoned the idea of where is it from. Provided the Nigerian has been employed, let's give them the chance. Senate will ratify it if they have to confirm him. If he becomes the Efcc chairman, I wish him Godspeed. Concerning all we've said about the dollars, truth is
about the naira
and dollar now. If all the experts here, especially going by their angle of explanation, if we don't do what we should do by way of export, if imports still always supersede export, then we are going nowhere.
That's all.
I remember the course we are doing for school that time. They talk one topic, import substitution. If we don't really substitute import, we are going nowhere.
All right.
You see, for me, it scares me like the comment I wanted to make, that Nigerians would prefer to even to go to Cotonou to buy tomatoes to feed Nigerians. And I find it very disheartening that Cotonou is 16 million people. Nigeria, Lagos alone is 20-something million.
Yes.
And then you are fighting the custom, the government, because they close border, that you cannot go and buy tomatoes from Benin Republic to come and sell in Lagos. What a shame. Now, if you go to Badagry, you know that Badagry belt, it used to be coconut belt.
Yes.
Up to Cotonou, up to Togo, they are all coconut belts. Now, Nigerian part of that belt has been degraded. Churches, they built churches there, they built estates, they've removed everything. Now, everybody now eats. You want coconut, you go to Cotonou to buy coconut. And Cotonou has coconut in abundance. And so they can sell to you. Even the Eleki, the Ekpe Aziz, that used to be also be coconut belt, it is now become estates and filling stations and churches and everything. Now, how do you expect your currency to gain weight in such precarious situation where you even to eat coconut, tomatoes, pepper, you want Cameroon pepper, you want Tanzania pepper, you don't want Nigerian pepper? How will you survive it? And you see, there's little government can do, because government can only do policy. Government cannot control your habits. Government cannot control your kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't eating basmati rice. Government cannot come to their kitchen and say you must not eat basmati rice. And then even when government,
they will tell you they are diabetic. That's why.
Even when government has made policies with the rice, which is a very formidable policy, and it yielded. Remember Lake Rice, the partnership between Lagos and Kebbi State, when rice was going for 10,000 naira per bag, and it went there for a long time. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Even when there was no anchor border scheme, the two governments came into collaboration and they brought up that policy. The rice sold for 10,000 naira in Lagos and its environment because Kebbi has rice, Lagos has money, so they combine. Now these are the things that the state government should be doing, local governments. Everybody should not be waiting for Abuja. Abuja does not have their time. That you don't have Gari or cassava in your pot, it doesn't concern Abuja. Except we do what is right. And I'm saying that because it hurts me whenever I wake up every morning and one platform will be telling you dollar and naira is now 1,000 to the dollar, and that's what people take, and then the market woman will now react and tell you naira has fallen, dollar therefore pepper will go up. We cannot blame government in everything. We must take responsibility for our own self and do the right thing. Stop using the dollar as a store of value. You are right, but it's part of economic sabotage.
Let me close by saying that we complained before now that the federal government have not looked the way of the citizen up until the policy on rights came up and it yielded. Now we are supposed to stand on that and move the economy forward. But look at it today. We have used our habit to convolute the entire thing. And what that means to me is what that means to me is that if the federal government also open another window like that to help increase yield in a particular sector, the tendency and the likelihood that market forces will not work here is very high. So I think our problem is attitudinal. Our habits are very high. Our tastes are high. We want foreign things. We want to do everything in a very high. We want to start from the top to the and it will not work. So we need to do the right thing. Be patriotic enough to ensure that we are always at the right side of the law. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, as we sit here today, it is not well with Israel and her neighbors. And Nigerians become more concerned than the inside. It's a problem in itself.
No, the concern is shared now on religious grounds.
But they fail to understand that the Israelites of the Bible were a people, not a place.
Oh yeah. And besides, Israel of today is not necessarily a religious country. It's not a Christian country.
Predominantly Muslim country.
1%,
and the dynamics
just Jerusalem.
So Israel is a desert country, but Israel produces the fruit needs of the world.
Exactly.
So it is no magic. On the inside, we can't plant cassava and reap cocoyam. It is never done. Even a
you
magician.
Cannot be saying container on a high sea every day, container. And you say that should be strong.
I'm looking at for the 3 items, inclusive of plastic and rubber products, tiles and ceramic, clothes, gas cylinders, toothpick, plywood boards, wooden doors, margarine, palm kernel, palm oil products, and so on, vegetable oils, vegetables, processed, and so on and so forth. And somebody is saying we are ready to help the country, to help ourselves. And some backbreakers will say it is end time. It is not end time. I remember that the Christ talked about the world without, the Bible talks about a world without end, Moses. I know you are a pastor, but let us tell
there's also an end time, don't worry, leave that side. Moses will educate us better.
Yes, Matthew chapter 24.
It talks about end time.
Yeah.
That is the supra part of it.
So I'm saying it is not too late as we sit here. Today is October 15th, 2023.
The love of many shall wax old. Is there?
That we can salvage this country. It is within us, and I mean so to do. I wish us well. We should be here on Sunday. Bye-bye now. Good night.